and we're going to talk about what are the different options you can provide for this for almost towards their school end. Perfect. Now, what are about what the PWC Academy is? Again, part of the Big Four we are. Okay, the three different programs we're talking about is the program University of London International Foundation Program. We have a very unique LDS program. It's called the Young Employable. It's a very small, short course for a lot of FIA. And then we'll take you through some of our scheduling and the value-added activities that we have. Okay, so Bryce, what are
I'm sorry, Renisa. I need to interrupt you again. I'm so sorry.
Apologies for that. This is the thing with technology. It's like a test and trial thing. You keep getting better with more and more practices. Okay, so what we're going to talk about today is I'll give you a little bit background about PWC Academy. Okay, so what we do, which organization we are part of. Okay, and the three programs we're going to discuss today are the University of London's International Foundation Program. Okay, we have another unique program which we call the YES program. It's the Young Employable Scholars Program. And the third one is FIA, Foundation in Accounting. So these are the three programs we'll be talking about today. We'll just give you also a small insight into our scheduling and some of the value-added activities that we're doing. Okay, so about the PWC Academy. PWC Academy is part of one of the big four firms. PricewaterhouseCoopers is one of the big four financial services firm in the world. Okay, and the Academy is the education and learning arm of PWC. Our academies are all over the world. We have around about 40 academies, but within the Middle East region also we have many academies spread out, and our UAE Academy in the Middle East is the biggest one in terms of providing courses to open house and other people. Usually other academies that we have around the world provide trainings to internal staff only, but in the Middle East we have opened our doors to people outside as well. The different types of courses that we provide or different areas that we go on to are of course the biggest strength, finance and assurance. So that's number one. Then we also provide some training on leadership. Okay, we have something on management and HR, which is more of soft skills, behavioral training. And lastly, we also do digital training for people who are interested in learning about data analytics, big data, AI, and things like that. Now, we have been running in UAE for almost about 6 to 7 years. Okay, and we have the strategy we use in terms of our training is what we call gamified learning strategy. So we use different elements of gamification and games and include that in our training to make it more engaging, to make our training more. So if you have to do an exam at the end, so we'll provide you more in that direction. But let's say if you're doing something like the soft skill training where there's not actually an exam, okay, it's more about you learning and applying that in your business, then our focus is towards that side. Now, about the University of London's International Okay, I think it's, can I continue? Is it good to go? Okay, perfect. Everybody else is saying that they can hear me. Okay, perfect. So what this program is, that it's a one-year program, and once you complete this program, you get a University of London's certificate. Okay, so PWC Academy is just a training provider, similar to how you go to school and you learn your A-levels, you do your 4 subjects, and once you finish that, you get a certificate from Cambridge or Edexcel or whoever the providers are. So similarly here as well, we just provide the training, we prepare you for the exams, for the International Foundation Program exams, and once you complete, you get a degree from University of London. It's a level 3 RQF program. So this program is equivalent to your A-levels or your IB diploma, which is basically your high school that you finish. Okay, so this program you can actually start after your O-levels. So once you finish grade 11, you can actually do this program instead of doing the 2 years of A-level, you can do this. Or let's say that you did not get the required grade for the university that you wanted to go in, okay? Instead of having to repeat A-levels again, you can actually do this program, which is comparatively easier and which will help you get admission into the top universities around the world. Now, this program, like I said, is about 1 year, but anybody who wants to do it, let's say there are a lot of students who want to study but also want to work as well. So if you're that kind of a student, you can also do that, and instead of 1 year, you can spread it over 2 years. So instead of having to deal with the pressure of doing 4 subjects, you can do 2 subjects in 1 year and another 2 in the second year. So is this training provided? So it's provided in our premises, PWC Academy, in Dubai. So we are located in Imara Square next to Dubai Mall. And in the Middle East, we are the only training centers who are approved to deliver this program. And like I said, this program is fairly new. It started in 2013, and it has been running in a lot of locations worldwide, in the UK, in other countries as well. And those students who have completed, they have gotten onto some of the top universities around the world. Now, why should you be doing the IFP program? First, it gets you into the top universities. So let's say if you're aspiring to go to universities like LSE, Berkeley, NYU, IFP will help you achieve that. Second thing, it's equivalent to your A-levels and IB. A lot of parents are worried because the exams are being cancelled and what impact that's going to have on universities. Just yesterday, I was reading that Oxford has decided until 2021, they're not going to run face-to-face classes. So a lot is being changed. A lot is happening with this whole pandemic. There are a lot of travel restrictions. There are a lot of classes and exam restrictions. So in those sort of uncertainty, students who want to travel abroad, it is very difficult to do that. So it is recommended that, you stay in UAE, complete one year of your IFP, and then next year when things get better, you can move on to your university. Apart from this, you get the benefit of studying with one of the big 4 firms. So we have trainers with experience of more than 40 plus years. Okay, and these are all people who have worked in the industry, who have been training for many, many years. Apart from that, you also get an internship. So we have added an element of virtual internship into this program. So once you finish your exams, there is a 2-week virtual internship you'll be conducting, which will also help you in terms of your university application and your future job perspectives. So these are some of the universities that have accepted students from IFP. So this is not just the full list. This is just some of an example of universities around the world. Mainly, it is beneficial for people who are traveling abroad. But let's say if you want to go to US, even Canada, or in Europe anywhere, this IFP works there as well. Now, the 4 subjects on this program that you'll be doing is maths and stats, economics, accounting and finance, and law. So similar to A levels, you have a requirement that you need to complete 4 subjects, okay? And these are the 4 subjects we are providing. In September, we will be adding business management as well. So if anybody wants to switch out one of these subjects with business management, that option is available. Eligibility requirement, you need minimum of 4 O-level passes. So you need at least a grade C or 50% 4 subjects. You also need English proficiency. Either you can have an IELTS of, let's say, 6, or an O-level pass in English works as well. In terms of the age, you need to be 17 by this year, December. The issue is that a lot of students who are very young, like, we can work around with 16, but let's say if you're like 14 or if you're 15, it's very difficult because by the time you finish IFP, you are still very young, and universities mostly do not accept students who are below the age of 18. So for you, if you want to travel abroad or you want to study in a university outside, if you're like 17, that would work fine. But if you're like 16 and 15, a lot of universities avoid giving admissions to students very young. What are the additional courses that you'll be doing? So apart from these 4 subjects, okay, there are additional things we will be providing. First is soft skills training. So we will be preparing students not just in terms of how to pass their exam, but also when they go to the university or when they start working, they have certain soft skills that will help them do better than everybody else. So things like presence and presentations, emotional intelligence, business writing, interview preparation, all of these skills, employability skills that will help you get a good job, but also once you get that job, hello. I think somebody is not on mute. Okay, that's fine. Okay, somebody has asked a question. Is our English first language in GEMS within the requirement? Yes, that's fine. English as a first language, that's fine. That would work as your English proficiency. So these are some of the skills you'll be getting, so that will help you get a good job. And once you get that job, how to progress in that career. Apart from that, for university applications, you also need IELTS. So we will be providing you with some English trainings, IELTS training that will help you get the required element for your university. I will come onto the scholarship point. Just give me 1 minute. Now, the virtual internship that I spoke about, so what does the virtual internship has? So it's basically, we will set up a fictional company, okay? So, and the students will be given a role in the accounting department, and they will have to complete basic accounting duties, so things like double entry, things like report making, speaking to their manager, and things like that. So that will help them, whatever they have learned, to actually apply that in the internship as well. So things that they have learned from law, things that they have learned from business management, economics, maths, and accounting, all of that, they will get the chance to actually apply it in real life and see how working feels like. We'll also be developing certain skills, so how to work within teams, okay, how to work with senior management and people working below you. How are they going to coordinate and communicate? Having time management skills. All of these, through this internship, they will be able to develop. And once they complete the certificate, they will get a PWC certificate of completion, okay, that will say that they have worked a virtual internship within PWC. Now, IFP is actually, because it's a British program by University of London, okay, so the grading is not like your traditional A-levels or O-level where you get like 1, 2, 3 or A, Bs like that. You actually have certain benchmarks, certain ranges. So 40 is the pass your grades into 3 categories. It's a pass, merit, or a distinction. So in your transcript, you'll have further details of how many marks you got, but on your overall certificate, it will say whether you just passed, whether you got a merit, or you got a distinction. Of course, depending on the type of university you want to go. So let's say if you want to go to LSE, they will of course require a distinction. But if you want to go into King's College, so a merit there would work. Now, IFP exams are 2 hours and 15 minutes. So you have unseen exam. All examination takes place once in a year in April, and your results come out in May. Another benefit of this is that if you do traditional A-levels, if you do IB or any other certification, your results usually come out later towards August. Okay, but let's say there are 2 students, one is doing IFP and one is doing A-levels. The student who's doing IFP, his result is already out in May, okay, and their seat in the university is already secured. Whereas the student doing A-levels will still wait for the result till August. Let's say you don't get the required grade, you have the option to reset in June, okay, and the result comes out in July. Still, you're way ahead in the game as compared to other students who are doing other courses. Now, this is how the certificate and transcript looks like, just to give you guys an idea. Okay, so in your certificate, you can see you have your name, stamp, the required grade you got, whether it was a pass, merit, or distinction, and your transcript is a more detailed version, which will have things like how much grades you got and when you passed which exams and things like that. As you can see, this is all by the University of London. PWC will not be the one giving the IFP certificate. Now, the program fees is $15,000. Okay, that is the PWC Academy fee. You also have to pay a University of London fee. This is because you will become a University of London student as well, and you'll become a part of their alumni. That means that, you know, let's say if you're in the UK, you want to use their facilities as their student, as their alumni, you're allowed to do that. So in terms of our fee, in terms of PWC Academy fee, we are offering a 20% GEMS scholarship. So you will not be paying 15,000, you'll be paying around 12,000 in terms of the scholarship. Now, I am the program manager for this product, so I'll just leave this here for a minute if you want to take a picture. And if you have any questions or details, you can contact me through this information. Okay, now our next program is the Young Employable Scholars Program. This is a very unique program we created a few years back. The whole idea of this program was that when students go to university, they go and they do 3-4 years of their degree, and that's what they get out of it. That's at 1 degree. Okay, so we wanted to build a program in a way that students got just more than a degree. They also got some working experience, they got some certifications, some training apart from just degree. So that was the whole idea. So the Young Employable Scholars Program is actually built on ACCA, the Association of Chartered Certified Accountants. ACCA is one of the professional qualifications, globally recognized professional qualification. It's a professional qualification which is mainly based in the UK, but it is widely recognized around the globe. So this program is actually based on that. Apart from that, you will also do a BSc degree in applied accounting from Oxford Brookes. So students who do ACCA have also the option to get an Oxford Brookes University degree. So you will get that as well. Apart from that, you will get employability training. So this is an extensive employability training. You'll get Sage accounting software training. You will get basic and advanced Excel training. You'll get assurance training. You'll get UAE VAT diploma. Plus, you will get 10 months of guaranteed internship, either within PWC or one of our clients, which are usually large multinational companies. Now, the ACCA qualification has a total of 13 papers. It's divided into 3 parts. Okay, so the first basic part where you get a diploma in accounting and finance has 3 papers. Okay, so once you complete these 3 papers, you get a small diploma, and then you continue on to the advanced diploma level. Here you have about 6 papers that will need to be completed. They are all in different areas, so it is not just accounting you're also doing a lot of finance, law, taxation. So anybody who wants to pursue a career in the business world or in finance, ACCA is a very good qualification because it does not limit you into one type of accounting. It's very wide based. Okay, so let's say if you want to specialize in one field, let's say financial accounting or management accounting or treasury, you can actually do that with the help of the ACCA. After these 9 papers, once you have completed the diploma and advanced diploma level, you are eligible to complete the Oxford Brookes degree program. Okay, and you finally have your last ACCA papers. These are 4 papers that need to be completed in the final mode. 2 are compulsory and 2 are optional. You can choose from the 4 option paper. This is depending on where you want to specialize in. If you want to do it in financial management, if you want to do it in tax, if you want to do it in audit, depending on which path of your career you want to go on to. So in a total, these are 3 papers. 13 papers. Oxford Brookes degree is basically a bachelor's degree you get from Oxford Brookes University. So after you have completed the first 9 papers, okay, you have to submit a small research report, which is around 9,500 words. So we will actually mentor you for that, which is included in the YES program. So we'll provide you mentoring for that and help you complete this degree. So in terms of your education, after you complete YES program, you get a level 7 professional qualification. So a level 7 in the UK is equivalent to a master's degree. So ACCA, if you complete the whole thing, is actually equivalent to level 7 qualification, which is a master's degree. Plus, you also get a bachelor's degree included in it. Then you get the internship. So this internship is not, this is an actual face-to-face internship you get, okay? And in here, you actually do an associate level of work. So it's not like you're getting coffee and tea and things like that. You will actually, if you're working within PWC, you will actually be going out with the audit firm, you'll be going out with the audit team, and to clients, you'll be sometimes left alone to do the work on your own. And that's how students have developed. A lot of students that we have seen in this program have developed skills much faster than their peers who are in universities, because the level of responsibility and the work you get at this level. So even my own brother is in this program, so I can tell from my personal experience that it does help you shape in terms of your career much better. When you do ACCA, one of the requirements for after completing your education is that you need to do 36 months of work, okay, not internship, any sort of accounting and finance related work for you to become an ACCA member. So once you do the 10 months, so 10 months work that you will be doing in this internship will actually count towards your 36 months. So that will actually help you become a member much faster. It helps you build your network very well. So, you know, when you're dealing with managers that work at PWC level or directors or even in other firms, that will help you in terms of building your network and advancing in your career. You get employability training. So this is a more advanced level of employability training. This will help you in terms of once you secure your job, okay, in terms of how to progress to a manager level, okay, what skills you need. In addition to that, we will also help you do a lot of employability in terms of getting a job. So a lot of psychometric tests, interview, all of those skills that most of the students fail. You will actually benefit from here in terms of how to pass your psychometric test. The Big 4 psychometric test is a very tough psychometric test. From the 100 of applicants that apply, about 1 or 2% only pass that psychometric test. So we actually help you in identifying the certain skills that they're looking for, so you can pass those tests and move on with your interview and your job. Other courses is the Sage training. So Sage is basically one of the top accounting softwares. So in the industry, if you work, many firms use Sage. So let's say somebody who does the YES program, they don't want to work in the Big Four. They don't want to do audit. They want to do something in finance. They can go work in the industry, and Sage actually helps them, do their job much better. You also get assurance technical training. So all Big Fours or all audit companies usually have their own audit or assurance software. So this training will basically help you do your job more efficiently in an audit firm. Now, for our YES program, our course manager is Salim. So these are her details. So if you have any more questions or like more details on the YES program, you can contact her on these details. I'll just leave this for a minute. If you want, you can take a picture and then we'll move on. Okay, our last and final program, our FIA Foundation in Accounting. So our FIA is one of the quickest or one of the best programs, I would say, for kids who are in school or who have just recently left school. Why? Because it's a very level 3 program. It's not that difficult. It's very basic. This is also based on ACCA. So like I said, in ACCA, you have the first level, which has 3 programs, 3 subjects where you get a diploma in accounting. So in FIA, in a period of about 6 to 8 weeks, you cover these 3 subjects, okay, and then you complete their exam. Now, if you want, you can continue and do your ACCA. Okay, so let's say if you like accounting, if you think this is something that you would like to work in this industry, you would like to get more knowledge about it, you can actually continue and complete your full ACCA, or you can actually stop and just get a diploma in accounting and finance. So for students who are looking for extra qualification to look good on their university application or job application, this is a very good program. This can be done in the summer. You don't actually even have to finish school to do this. So let's say even if you're in grade 11, you can still continue and do this program. Now, first thing, why do you need to enroll for FIA? It fast tracks your career. So like I said, a lot of students, when you go for a job, there are many applicants that are there. Having a diploma with such credibility, such as FIA, really helps you stand out against your peers who are competing. Then it helps you building your network. So you'll be studying in a more professional environment. So PWC Academy is one of the providers for FIA, for ACCA. So studying here means you'll get a more professional environment instead of a very academic school focused environment, which will help you build career and your network and advance in your career. It's a very short program, so it can be completed in about 6 weeks. So again, you don't actually have to finish school to do it. You can do it while you're still in school as well. And then, of course, it helps you expand your set of skills. So learn new things in terms of accounting and finance, and of course, a lot of soft skills, communication, and coordination skills. Now, FIA, the full FIA is about 9,450 dirhams, and you have an exam fee that you pay to ACCA, which is about 86 pounds. Now, for our GEMS discount, we're offering a 25% scholarship, okay, until the end of May. So if you're interested in FIA, if you register now, we're offering a 25% scholarship on this PWC Academy fee. Our course manager for FIA is Keshni. These are her details. I would leave this if you'd like to take a picture, and if you'd like to know more about the programs, you can contact her and she'll be more than happy to help you. Okay, now in terms of our scheduling, this is our IEP schedule, how your typical day would look like. So for students, just give me 1 second. Sorry, my laptop was almost dying. Yeah. So how you'll be doing is that students will be coming like regular school. Okay, so you have 5 days of studying. In the 4 days, you'll be doing your each 4 subjects, and on the last day, you'll be doing your IELTS training, your university application UCAS training. So we will also be helping students in how to apply for university, how to do their UCAS, and what's in terms of their statements that they have to write and things like that. We have scheduled it with breaks, so it will help the students learn much better. Okay, so it's not like you're studying for 2-3 months continuously. You'll be studying for a month, month and a half, then you get a little break, and then you continue into 4 different sessions. This is our YES scheduling. So YES will start somewhere from July. Okay, so early July you'll be starting. You'll be doing you will some employability training, Excel training, and then you'll start your ACCA. You'll have your internship in year 2 and 3. So the YES program is actually over a period of 3 years. So your first year will be all studying. Your year 2 and year 3 is where you'll be doing your internships of 5 months, 5 months each. What are the different value-added activities that we do? So like we say, we use a lot of different tools to increase engagement in our classroom. So these are some of the examples of what we do. We do a lot of recording, we do a lot of fun quizzes. So instead of your traditional exams and things like that, we try to make it more interactive. We use apps like Edpuzzle, we use flipped classroom approach, discussions, and things like that. It's not just that every day you go to your class and go home and your mind is blank. The less in class, the better you. Option. You can hear me? Hello. Hi, can you hear me? Not sure. Okay, perfect. So the lecturer portrays the question on the screen, and then you have the option to type in your answers. Some are short question, one worded, some are like long answers. So just to give an idea of, increasing engagement. We also have Kahoot. So this is like more of a multiple test type of questions. So you have the options of answering on your phone. The tutor portrays a question on the screen, and then you answer through your phone. It's more of a competitive. Again, students, everybody likes competition. And it helps them, get more involved and study better. Asynchronous learning that we provide to our students, which they can of course do in their own time at home. So this is a more interactive part that this is what you need to do. You will
Actually, you were cut off. We did not hear anything that you said a minute ago. So can you repeat that, please? We cannot hear anything.
Hello, is it better?
Well, we can hear
now?
you now. Yeah, I can hear you now.
Hello.
Yes, we can hear you, but the audio cuts off. It's not consistent.
Okay. Yeah. Is it better now? I have changed the Wi-Fi. I think it should be better now.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, thank you. So this is one of our examples of asynchronous learning that we provide to the students. Okay, so this is something that they go home and learn in their own time. Again, this is quite engaging. So this is an interactive PowerPoint. If a student clicks anywhere on the screen, it won't move. There are certain keys and buttons that they have to play with. So like here, it's the instructions key, which takes them to the instructions of the game. That, let's say they have to click the question mark to show their questions. They'll get some tips. They have to take notes. So let's say we start this game. So this is how the maze looks like. I'll click on my question and the question pops up. So this is an example. What does HLDD stand for? So let's say high level design document, and it says, okay, you have done well, move on, or, you know, in this case, just exit. So this is an example. If the student clicks wrong answer, it tells them that it is wrong. They need to click the correct answer. This is very good in terms of helping the students be more engaged in terms of their learning, more interactive. A lot of kids who are at the high school level they will get bored with a lot of text heavy stuff. So this is basically helping them to be more engaged into their learning. So that is it for our session. If you guys have any questions, any doubts, please let me know. Anything you'd like me to repeat? Thank you so much once again, everyone, for joining and coming. And if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. If you'd like more information about any program, please let me know and how we can help.